Hello, my beautiful people. I hope everybody is doing good. So, straight up to Euro USD, we had an analysis yesterday and we said that the market is going to break below this trend line. And once it breaks below this trend line and closes below it, we just instantly take our trades. So you can see ideally the market has broken below and is now trading low. So Euro USD, the sell is still so valid and it's also trading below this psychological level. So nothing to fear. Euro USD, we are still going to hold our sell and it's still very valid. Moving on to AUDSD, also we took this trade yesterday. This point, we took the trade yesterday and also has broken below this trend line. And since it has broken below that trend line, we are holding the trade and we are saying the sell is still also very, very valid. USD CHF, actually USD CHF right now, if you have not yet taken a trade, if you are not able to take a trade at this point, then you should be able to take this trade right away. It's an instant trade right now. You can take the trade this morning. AUDSD is going to buy from here because it has broken above this trend line and also retested that trend line on this psychological level and also given us a candlestick reversal pattern, which is a pin bar. You can all see this pin bar. So ideally, USD CHF should be now going into the buys, not just the buys, but the long-term buys. Maybe probably the least we can take is this 100 pips from here to this zone. So that's what we're going to have as our minimum on USD CHF. Then GBP USD is also a valid trade that we have a sell over here. Market has broken below this trend line and also come to retest that trend line on a safety line and also giving us a pin bar. So another live trade that you can take right now is a GBP USD trade. Stop loss right above here. We want to put a stop loss above the safety line and also above the most recent high. And we want to take the lows that we can be able to get. So you can see on the left, we have a low here that we could be targeting. And also even we can go to as low as this point. That's what we're going to have on GBP. So in case the market moves to this level, we are going to have a trade that has up to around 200 pips, 250 pips. So now moving on to gold. Gold gave us a trade yesterday. Very, very nice trade. This is the 1:5 ratio trade. And I see it has come to this. This is the, so you can see the market traded below. Actually, ideally, we want to see the market rejecting this trend line again and continue dropping. And that's what happened with gold. Most times it has a lot of massive moves in the market. And so we have this area. So we want to see the market again reject off of that zone. This is a very, very serious zone. And ideally, we would see the market drop off of that point, rejecting this trend. And once it rejects this trend, and it will be giving this trend a third touch and also feeding into our safety line. This is a safety line. So we still want to have a trade on gold as a sell, but right now it's not too much. Now, if you took the trade and were able to take off some profits from that trade yesterday, ideally we want to get another entry today around this area. This is an area that we are going to have a trade off of. Now, I've always emphasized that when you're trading these candlestick patterns, you must first wait for the candlestick to close, because it makes a lot of sense if the candlestick first closes. Now, many times people can see a pin bar before it has closed, and at the end of the day, when the candle closes with a very, very large body. So even if it's just 5 minutes remaining for 1 hour candle to close, we have to wait for those 5 minutes to first end before you can be able to actually take that trade off of that place. Right now, let's be patient and wait for what gold can give us. And ideally, if you were in this trade and also in this trade, then we want to wait for another third trade additional to be able to see what we can have. Then cashpips again. And sign out for now. Please, if you are ready for the mentorship, ensure to comment and also come into my inbox And we are going to start. We already started the class. People who are already come to my inbox are already starting the class. So it's good for you to come and then we start talking and we see how we can be able to trade together. All right. I sign out for now.